Welcome to a jar full of emotions, experiences, and random conversations being released to the world. I'm your person, Revenge. Hey guys, it is episode 8. Happy New Year's. We are in the year of 2024. Can you guys believe that? I have been waiting for this moment. I have been waiting for the year to end, and we are finally here. So that's all I really have to say about that. Hopefully, everyone had a great New Year's, a great Christmas. Mine was a little chaotic. I will be talking about my experience in the next episode. But for this episode, I wanted to really just talk about my goals for the year of 2024. Now, I have always been that type of person where it's like, oh my God, it's going to be a new year and I'm going to set new goals and I'm going to accomplish them and I'm going to do them. In the past, I would say maybe 3 years, I haven't really felt that dedicated when the new year has become. And I think really because COVID happened and it was really like, well, we don't really know what's going to happen for our future. So there isn't really goals that I can set. And I also am a big believer like, you do not have to start in the beginning of a new year to be able to do these goals, right? If you're planning on losing weight, you can start that whenever. It does not have to be the beginning of a new year. I highly believe that. So I'm constantly starting new goals every month, every week, whatever, just randomly because new things develop. For example, I would have honestly set this like podcast if I didn't take a leap to actually do it back in, I think it was November, then I'd probably just wouldn't have started it. I would have told myself, hey, I'm going to start it for the new year. Thankfully, I didn't. I actually pushed out and started making content. So I'm going to just talk about the goals I have for myself. This year, I decided to make my goals very open. I didn't try to limit myself as I've realized in the past years. If I set an exact limit, more likely I'm not going to accomplish it all the way and then I'll feel guilty. So, really, I decided to set them more open. That way, there's room to play around with what exactly I want to accomplish this year and then go from there. So there's probably two of them that I really set like strictly, hopefully that I can get them done. And if it doesn't end up happening, at the end of 2024, I'm okay with that. I can't really predict exactly what's going to be happening for my future. But let's get started. This should be a quick episode. So here we go. My first goal is going to be implementing affirmations for myself and my son. The reason I decided to do this one is because I often put myself down a lot. So I really need to focus on uplifting myself and affirming and repeating those sentences that are just really going to get me going. And this kind of goes into the second one, which is getting into more prayer and manifestation. As I kind of talked about in my previous episode, um, I am pagan and I have been deep diving more into my religion and the type of witch that I am. And with that, I have realized that doing prayer to the gods and manifesting what I believe is right for me at the moment has really helped my mind just clear better. A lot of people pray to who they want to pray to, and I think this is my way to do that and get closer to my gods. So I'm really excited to go back into religion and figure out what's best for me. The next thing is taking the LSAT practice at least once. So I hope to take the practice LSAT just to get a feel of what exactly I'm getting into. If you didn't know, I want to pursue law. So I want to just see how that exam is and how I'm feeling, since I do hope in the next 2 years that I will be going into law school. On top of that, I also want to take my real estate exam. I have postponed that for a very long time now. I took the courses required. I really just need to take my exam. So hopefully I can accomplish that for this year, because it will help with the future goals that I am planning for my life. So I need to finish that. My next goal is going to be losing around 60 pounds. So this goal is one that is set every year, and I'm really hoping that I can accomplish this. I know 60 pounds is a lot, but I have lost 60 pounds in a year before, and I know I can do it again. It's just really a lot of dedication and structure, and how far I'm willing and how bad I'm willing to actually get it right. It requires a lot of discipline. So I need to make sure that I can do it, and as well as not punishing myself for it. In order to get there, I have set my treadmill inside. I bought a stepper that just arrived and I'll be putting in my home. And I have been cooking already more often, and I do go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week, depending on how I feel. So I do want to continue staying consistent with that. And again, I do wrestling and boxing and jiu-jitsu, so that also keeps me going. Next thing is going to be to travel out of one state and travel to one place out of the country. So, to another state and to a country. I have plans for this already. I'm just trying to get a spot for the out of country one. I hope I get it. If I don't, then I'll be going somewhere else. That's okay. But I'm always traveling, so hopefully that's going to continue. Another goal of mine is to get better with taking my medication. I do take medication. I am on Lexapro. I tend to miss a couple of days here and there, and I can really see the drastic change in myself. So I need to just get really better and focus on taking my medication on time and every day. So hopefully I can improve on that. And then I want to continue planning for my homestead. I'm not sure if I talked about this in other episodes, but I am planning in the next 2 to 3 years to move out of the country or to a rural state where I can build a homestead. I am continuing to plan this, just read a lot of books, watching a lot of YouTube videos. And this is why I want to take my real estate exam, so I can just learn more about when I look into properties, especially when you're buying land. So just continuing to plan that. I'm doing my research and continuing to save for that. So that's really important to me, because that's one of my bigger and long term goals. And then my last goal, continue to produce content. So that has always been a dream of mine, to produce content. And now I'm finally here. I'm doing it. I did it. I released my podcast in November. So I just want to make sure I continue to do that. I don't give up. And as well as produce regular content on my regular YouTube channel. I used to review products, do trips, a day in my life type of videos. So I hope to really start doing that in my regular YouTube, and you guys could follow along if you like. I had a lot of fun doing that, and I just really want to get back to that. If I could quit my job and full time content create, that would be amazing. I hope one day I can actually have that. That is basically all my goals for the 2024. They're not restrictive at all. I think I only have two that are really restrictive. Some are a very long term goal, and some can be done this year. So I have already started creating my vision board. I create a new vision board every 3 years, since I like to do them long term. And I just have it pasted on my wall and I look at it here and there. And it's a great reminder of why I continue doing what I do and to reach my goals. That's pretty much it. Wanted to take it simple, brief, and easy. Hopefully, you guys have your own goals for this year and that you can accomplish as much as you guys want. And if not, there's always next week or another day to try again. So that's it for today's episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, Cat's Jar. Give us a like, comment, or follow on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube. Don't forget, you are the jar and everything in the jar makes you unique. So keep jarring.